You're a winner, and it's already happening. Motivational pump up. Listen to me. I need you to hear this clearly. You're a winner. You've already won. You just don't see the scoreboard yet. And that's okay, because winning doesn't show up all at once. It shows up quietly first. It shows up as work, as effort, as discipline, as showing up when nobody's clapping yet. The rewards always lag behind the effort. Always. But you're already in motion. You don't feel like a winner some days because you're still becoming one. And becoming always feels uncomfortable. Becoming always feels uncertain. Becoming always feels like you're walking in fog before the view clears. That doesn't mean you're lost. It means you're on the path. I see it in you even if you don't see it yet. You've been showing up. You've been pushing. You've been sacrificing. You've been learning. You've been sharpening your axe. And now the momentum is starting to stack. You might not feel it every second, but it's there. Quiet, powerful, building, like pressure behind a dam. And when it breaks, it doesn't trickle. It floods. This is not the time to slow down. This is not the time to hesitate. This is not the time to doubt yourself. This is the time to lean in. You didn't come this far just to stop. You didn't fight through everything you fought through just to quit when it finally starts aligning. Because things are aligning. You might call it luck later. Others will call it overnight success. But you and I know the truth. It was built. It was earned. It was prepared for. And right now, you're standing at that edge, the moment right before things accelerate. So don't flinch. I want you to picture something for me. Close your eyes for a second and see your car. Not a vague idea. See it clearly. What color is it? Is it black, white, silver, something bold? See it sitting in your driveway or parked in front of your office. Now walk toward it in your mind. You're calm, you're confident, you're smiling without even trying. You open the door, you feel that leather, that fresh interior, that new car smell. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That smell that tells your nervous system, I made it to another level. You sit down, your hands hit the steering wheel, and it feels right. Solid, controlled, powerful. Now look in the rearview mirror. That's you, smiling, relaxed, proud, not cocky, not nervous, just grounded. That's the face of someone who didn't quit. Before you continue with this audiobook, you'll need to hit the subscribe button now and the like button, then this audiobook will continue. Hit the subscribe button now so you can learn how to get rid of the loser in you and become the winner. And here's the thing. That moment isn't fantasy. It's a preview, because success always shows up in the mind before it shows up in the driveway. And you've already paid the price to earn it. You've taken hits. You've faced setbacks. You've lost things. You've lost people. You've been tested, but every test sharpened you. Every loss taught you something. Every challenge made you more capable. Every setback strengthened you. You didn't break. You adapted. And that's why I'm telling you this with certainty. You cannot fail. Not because life is easy, but because you're prepared. You're not afraid anymore. You understand the process now. You know that temporary setbacks aren't failure. They're training reps. They're how capacity is built. You don't fear them anymore. You welcome them. You know you can't make an omelet without cracking eggs. You know growth isn't smooth. You know pressure is part of the deal. And instead of running from it, you're ready for it. You're ready to handle whatever shows up. You're ready to respond, not react. You're ready to keep going no matter what. And here's something else you need to hear. People need you. They might not say it yet. They might not know it yet. But they will. Your future clients need you. Your future partners need you. Your future family needs you. Your future friends need you. The version of you that doesn't quit, that's the version that creates value in the world. That's the version people respect. That's the version people follow. That's the version people are drawn to. And you're already becoming that person. You don't need perfect timing. You don't need permission. You don't need everyone's approval. Right now is the right time. It always has been. Momentum favors action. Success favors the bold. And bold doesn't mean reckless. It means decisive. You decide to keep going. You decide to stay consistent. You decide not to slow down when things get uncomfortable. That's how winners win. You don't stop now. You don't ease up now. You don't second guess now. You press forward. Because you're closer than you think. And once this breaks open, you're going to look back and smile, knowing exactly when it shifted. This is your time. You're ready. You're prepared. And this is only the beginning. You're in motion now. Don't you dare let up. Stay with me. Because right now, something important is happening inside you, whether you fully realize it or not. This is the phase most people never reach. This is the moment after doubt, after fear, after the excuses start to fade, but before the rewards fully show up. This is where people get tested the hardest, because this is where quitting feels tempting again. Not because you're weak, because you're close, and closeness makes people nervous. When you're far away from success, quitting feels easy. You can tell yourself you'll start later. You can pretend it doesn't matter. But when momentum starts building, when you feel things lining up, that's when the voice tries one last time to pull you back. That voice says, slow down, take a break, don't get your hopes up, play it safe. That voice is lying. That voice is the past version of you trying to survive. You don't listen to that voice anymore, because you know something now. You know that momentum is fragile at the beginning, but once it stacks, it becomes unstoppable. And right now, you're stacking it. Every day you show up, every rep you push through, every decision you make instead of delay, every time you choose action over comfort. That's momentum. And momentum compounds fast. This is why I need you to keep your foot on the gas. Not aggressively, not emotionally, relentlessly. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep moving. Winners don't win because they never slow down. They win because they never stop. I want you to understand this deeply. The universe does not reward hesitation. It responds to clarity and commitment. When you move with certainty, even imperfect certainty, doors open. People notice. Opportunities appear. Things start happening out of nowhere. But it's not out of nowhere. It's alignment. You've been preparing for this longer than you think. All the work you did when nobody saw, all the nights you stayed focused when others checked out, all the sacrifices you made quietly, they didn't disappear. They're sitting there, waiting for the moment you decide you're done doubting yourself. And that moment is now. You don't need to prove anything to anyone else. You don't need permission. You don't need validation. You already know who you are. You're someone who keeps going. You're someone who adapts. You're someone who learns. You're someone who finishes. And finishing is rare. Most people start, very few finish. That's why winners stand out. They don't have better luck. They have better endurance. They understand that success isn't one big win. It's a series of small, unsexy decisions made consistently over time. And you're making those decisions now. This is where confidence starts to feel different. It's not hype anymore. It's not excitement. It's calm. It's a quiet knowing that says, I've handled worse than this. I can handle whatever comes next. I don't need everything to go my way. I just need to keep going. That's real confidence. That's the kind that doesn't disappear under pressure. And pressure will come again. Challenges will show up. Setbacks will happen. But here's the difference now. You're not afraid of them. You understand that challenges are part of the process. You understand that setbacks are not signals to stop. They're signals to adjust. You understand that growth always asks for a higher level of responsibility. And you're ready to accept it. You're not running from the work. You're stepping into it. You're not hoping things work out. You're making them work out. I want you to take a second and really feel this. You've survived everything that tried to stop you. You've learned from everything that tried to break you. You're still standing. You're still pushing. You're still here. That's not luck. That's strength. And strength, when paired with clarity, becomes unstoppable. People will start to notice changes in you. Your posture will change. Your energy will change. Your tone will change. They might not know why, but they'll feel it because you're no longer asking life for permission. You're moving with intention, and intention is magnetic. Opportunities respond to it. People respond to it. Momentum responds to it. You don't need to chase anymore. You need to stay aligned with your goals, aligned with your standards, aligned with the version of you that doesn't quit when things get uncomfortable. This is the version of you that wins again, not by force, not by ego, but by consistency. So keep going, keep showing up, keep stacking days, keep trusting the process you're in, because the version of you that's about to emerge, that version is confident, grounded, capable, respected. And once you step fully into that, there's no going back. You're in motion now. Don't you dare let up. This is where you finish strong and step into it. Stay with me all the way through this, because right now, you're not being motivated. You're being reminded of who you are, reminded of what you're capable of, reminded that you didn't come this far to hesitate at the edge. This is the moment where you stop looking backward. No more checking the rearview mirror. No more replaying old battles. No more measuring yourself against your past. That chapter is closed, not with drama, not with anger, with certainty. You already proved you can survive. Now it's time to prove you can thrive. And here's the truth most people never accept. Winning doesn't feel loud when it's real. Real winning feels calm, grounded, steady. It feels like waking up and knowing exactly what you're doing and why. It feels like moving through your day without second-guessing yourself. It feels like decisions getting easier because your standards are clear. That's where you're headed. You don't need hype every day. You don't need constant reassurance. You don't need anyone else to believe in you. Because you believe in yourself now, not emotionally, but practically. You trust yourself because you've earned that trust. You kept showing up. You didn't quit. You adapted when things changed. You learned when things got hard. You stayed in the game. That's not luck. That's character. And character is what holds everything together when success arrives. I want you to understand this. The version of you that's emerging right now is someone who finishes. You finish what you start. You follow through. You do what you said you would do, even when no one's watching. That's rare. Most people stop when it gets uncomfortable. You don't. Most people slow down when momentum builds because they're afraid of losing it. You don't. You understand that momentum is built by staying consistent, not by getting emotional. And because of that, things start to fall into place. Not all at once, but one by one. The right conversation, the right opportunity, the right opening, the right timing. And when those moments show up, you're ready. You don't freeze. You don't overthink. You don't sabotage yourself. You step forward because you know you belong there. I want you to visualize the next level now, not in fantasy, but in reality. See yourself waking up in control. Your routine is solid. Your body feels strong. Your mind feels clear. You're not rushing. You're not reacting. You're directing. You see your work improving. You see your confidence stabilizing. You see your results stacking. You see the car. You see the house. You see the lifestyle. But more importantly, you see you, focused, centered, proud, not because of what you have, but because of who you became to get it. That's the win. And here's something powerful you need to hear. You don't need to be fearless to win. You just need to be willing to act while fear fades. Fear doesn't disappear overnight. It loses power when you stop obeying it. Every time you act anyway, fear shrinks. Every time you keep moving, doubt weakens. Every time you show up, confidence grows. And now, you've built enough proof to trust yourself. You know how to handle pressure. You know how to push through fatigue. You know how to recover from setbacks. Nothing ahead of you is bigger than what you've already overcome. That's why I'm telling you with certainty, you are ready. Ready to receive the rewards of your effort. Ready to handle responsibility. Ready to operate at a higher level. You don't need to rush. You don't need to force it. You just need to stay consistent. Consistency is undefeated. Day after day. Decision after decision. Action after action. That's how people win quietly. That's how success becomes permanent. And yes, people will notice. They'll feel the shift. They'll sense the confidence. Some will be inspired. Some will be curious. Some will be uncomfortable. That doesn't matter. You're not here to manage reactions. You're here to live your life, and you're doing it now on your terms. So keep going. Keep your standards high. Keep your routine tight. Keep your focus forward. Smile, because you know what's coming. You earned this. You're built for this. You're stepping into it. This is your time. You're a winner, and you're just getting started.